centuries-old Viking settlement featuring the richest longhouse in Iceland has been found. The older of the two Viking longhouses found at the dig site was apparently built decades before Iceland was permanently settled by people. We know that they came from the Norsemen. The Norsemen came and established themselves in Iceland at the beginning of the 900s. And around 930, they had their first some kind of a constitution. And we know that today there are about 260,000 people living on the island of Iceland. It's a volcanic island in the North Atlantic, right on the mid-Atlantic ridge. And it's full of volcanoes, and we even have a volcano going off now. We have a swarm of thousands of tremors of earthquakes, and we just had an earthquake of 6 magnitude and a swarm the other day. And they all have geothermal energy. That's how they get free heating all year round. Now, the older of the two Viking longhouses found there, amazing discovery. It's one of the most recent established populated islands. An ancient Viking settlement that was recently unearthed by archaeologists in Iceland, maybe the oldest of its kind in the region, according to live science reports. And according to them, the ancient longhouses, they're a type of large wooden hall up to 75 meters long, 6 meters wide, were used as communal habitation during the Viking Age. They were found in the vicinity of the village of Zolvarfordur, where they apparently built decades before the island was settled by people during the 9th century. The old longhouse was discovered buried underneath a more recent longhouse with a later dated around 874 AD, the commonly accepted date for Iceland's settlement by people, and contained a trove of valuables such as ornamental beads and ancient coins. The younger hall is the richest in Iceland so far, according to Bjarni Einarsson, the archaeologist who led the excavations there. He said it's hard not to conclude that it is a chieftain's house. The artifacts uncovered by Einarsson's team include Roman and Middle Eastern silver coins, decorative glass beads, rings, and weights, which the inhabitants likely obtained by trading local goods such as skin and meat from whales and seals, according to the archaeologists. As Einarsson explained, the older longhouse is apparently the remains of a seasonal camp that was built before the island was settled permanently and which was only occupied during summer and possibly into the fall. This is on Sputnik News. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.